Now at 9, another round of severe weather sweeps through the area today. We're going to check out the latest damage. Plus, the Joplin School District discusses why it decided to wait Monday night to open its storm shelters. And we'll meet a Webb City firefighter retiring next week after 40 years of service.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
This is KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. I'm Tanya Bach. Today's storms left some damage in parts of the 4 states. The storm heavily damaged this home south of Miami, Oklahoma. Now, this is on 130th Road. A couple who lived in this home say they took shelter in a closet and no one was hurt. Family and friends were gathering at the scene to help recover what they could. At least a couple of other homes in the same area have relatively minor damage. This is on 120th Road. The storm also damaged an outbuilding and uprooted some trees. There are also reports of heavy damage in Monette, Missouri, including damage to businesses, cars, trees, and downed power lines. After a very busy afternoon, Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy joins us now with a first look at weather.
Of course, we had another day of severe weather across the region. We had a lot of storm reports. We did have a brief tornado just south of Miami. We had a bigger tornado really from Monette over toward Aurora. And then, of course, a ton of hail across the region. Now, if you add Monday in, so look at this. Over the past 72 hours, look how much severe weather we've had across the region. Thankfully, we're going to get a little bit of a break. All right, all the way up to 85. It was hot today. Average high is 75 degrees. Through the night, we're going to slide back through the 60s, 50s, back to 67 degrees by about 10 o'clock in the morning. Overnight low about 51. But sunshine drying out over the next few days. We're going to look at that coming up here in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. With severe weather affecting our area throughout the week, administrators in Carthage and Joplin are opening up and going more in depth about the storm shelters provided by the school districts. KOAM's Anthony Saviello has more.
When storms roll through our area like the ones we experienced earlier this week, it's important to know where your safe place is and to have a plan. For many people in our area, their safe place is our schools.
We are excited to be able to offer this to our community, and we think it's a great service. Just this week alone, we had over 306 community members utilize our safe rooms and our community shelters. So we're proud of that and we're happy for that.
Dr. Holly Goodnight says she understands the importance of having community storm shelters available, especially after storms like the one our area experienced on Monday. But what is the basis for the shelters to be open?
The safe room is open when the National Weather Service issues a tornado warning or a severe weather event with the excess of 75-mile-an-hour winds.
That policy is similar to the Joplin School District. However, the Joplin system is automated and activates in 3 different instances.
If a tornado warning is issued. The second is if the sirens, the City of Joplin turned on the sirens, then we will automatically initiate all of our safe rooms to open up just like we did Friday. And then the third is if we are watching the weather closely. I'm in constant communication with our emergency manager and our school safety coordinator, so we're always on the phone talking. If we think there is a tornado in any neighboring county or a severe thunderstorm to a point where it could possibly turn into a tornado in a neighboring county, we will automatically open our safe rooms at that point as well.
The Joplin School District followed that policy Monday night when a tornado warning was issued in Cherokee County and Jasper County. Both administrators say the plans they have in place are the best plans for the safety of the community.
On the research we've done since 2014, since we've opened them, between the usage and the supervision of them and the number of times they've been utilized, and like I said, the research we've done, we felt this is the best plan.
I can tell you on the days that there are weather events that are predicted by the Weather Service that we're on the phone with our emergency managers, we're on the phone with our other school districts in our area.
Reporting in Jasper County, Anthony Saviello, KOAM News.
The Webb City School District also released a statement saying they will open its community shelter before the outdoor warning sirens are sounded. And this will occur when Webb City is in the projected path of a National Weather Service issued tornado warning or severe weather event with life-threatening winds. Today, was National Ride Your Bike to Work to School Day, and students, part of the Cecil Floyd Bike Bus Group in Joplin, had the opportunity to commemorate the day while celebrating their accomplishment, reaching more than 2,000 miles ridden to school this academic year. Friends and family of the riders were encouraged to bring cowbells and signs to cheer them on.
It's very important. When the kids are in the backseat of a car, they don't learn those things. They're just watching out the window, or they're playing on their iPads or something. They're not paying attention to the ways of the road. And I think it's important to teach them early when they're riding to follow the traffic laws so they understand how to be safe, what's going on around them, listening, looking out for each other as well.
All of the kids who participated today received medals for their accomplishments. The Carthage Chamber of Commerce held their annual Empowering Women in Business conference today. More than 100 women from all over the area took part. The event featured national power coaching and author Anita Brooks. Participants also took the opportunity to learn lessons from a panel discussion on mother-daughter business partners.
By listening to the women here in town and those that attend these events and what they would like to hear and can leave feeling empowered, we go out and we seek those individuals that can bring that to the table.
The conference marked the second year for the event. After more than 40 years serving the community, a Webb City firefighter will retire next week. KOAM's Fernanda Silva spoke to him.
Soon, Jackie Clark's picture will leave this wall where the current crew is featured and will go to this one next to other fellow retired firefighters.
It's scary and excited at the same time. It's like if anything's going to happen, usually happens the last few days.
Clark doesn't have too many reasons to be superstitious. His very first day of work was a Friday the 13th. But even though some bad memories still haunt him.
And she was conscious, really bad shape. And her screaming my name, telling me not to let her die. I occasionally still hear that in the middle of the night.
He had a successful, beautiful career. Clark is the third longest serving firefighter in the history of the department. He has done it all, from delivering babies to saving lives and houses. Years also filled with some great memories.
I love the school tours. See, on my shift, the kids come in, we'll set up one of the hoses, 1 3/4 line, and let them spray water.
Those days were especially fun for Clark's daughter.
You got to be the cool kid because your dad's spraying the water hose.
His retirement brings mixed feelings.
I know how much my dad loves to be a fireman, and that's like such a huge part of his identity.
It's going to be hard for me to turn loose. I won't have my radio. I get all the 911 alerts in the city on my phone. Well, that'll go away.
But the Webb City Fire Department will still hear from him.
When we run through the neighborhood, all the dogs start howling. Well, I'm going to be the one sitting on the porch when the fire truck goes by howling. Yeah.
In Webb City, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
Well, Clark says he now hopes to enjoy his cars, travel with his wife, and work on some honeydews. Thank him for his service. Well, coming up, we'll break down some misconceptions about the most common form of cancer in the U.S. It's the most common cancer in the U.S., but despite its prevalence, experts say there are many myths when it comes to skin cancer. Mandy Gaither separates fact from fiction in honor of Skin Cancer Awareness Month.
It's a potentially deadly disease, but experts say skin cancer misconceptions aren't rare, and neither is the cancer itself. An estimated 5 million Americans are diagnosed with a form of cancer every year, according to the American Cancer Society.
Most of those skin cancers are not melanoma, but there are about 100,000, a little more than 100,000 new cases of melanoma that'll be diagnosed in just 2024 alone.
Dr. Shanthi Savendran with the American Cancer Society says melanoma is the deadliest form of the disease and awareness is critical. She says one big myth is that the sun is the only cause of this disease. While the majority of harmful ultraviolet rays come from the sun, a person can also be exposed in other ways, including by tanning beds and sun lamps. And that leads to another misconception: getting a base tan doesn't prevent future sunburns.
So there's really no sort of safe way to tan. There's no safe UV rays.
Savendran says many people also believe skin cancer can't develop on darker skin, but she says anyone can get the disease regardless of their skin type or color. Some may believe that skin cancer is easy to spot, but that's not necessarily true either.
Skin cancer can show up on the skin in a variety of different ways, different colors, different shapes, different sizes. And that can be also relative to the type of skin or the coloring of your skin.
That's why Savendran says it's important to have a good sense of what your skin looks like, inspect it often, and talk to your doctor if you see any changes. For Health Minute, I'm Andy Gaither.
Well, Stanford University researchers are taking a closer look at mucus to better diagnose illnesses. They develop mucus-producing intestinal cells in a lab that can be used to simulate infections and treatment. They say this process is easier, more accurate, and more humane than extracting mucus during animal testing. Artificial intelligence may be able to help hospitals handle overcrowded emergency rooms. A study from UC San Francisco found AI is as good as a physician at prioritizing which patients need to be seen first. Researchers say using AI during triage can help free up critical time for a doctor to treat patients. Doug is next with a complete look at your forecast, and later some local standout high school athletes signed to play at the collegiate level.
Well, of course, another active day of severe weather across the region. We had the big severe weather outbreak on Monday and then again for us today. Of course, it was scattered, so we didn't get a ton of rain at the Joplin Airport. For the month, we're at 1 3/4 inches, still a little bit of a deficit of about 1/2 inch, but this really depends on where you live because some people have had a ton of rain this really past 10 days. Some areas not that much at all. All right, all these storms rolling out of here, so severe weather dropping to the south and to the east. Look at the rainfall. So we had a segment of about 3 to 5 inches rolling out of Ottawa County right into Newton County. We had another little segment right out of Cherokee County up toward Lamar of 2 to 4 inches. So a lot of areas did pick up some heavy amounts of rain. It gets much calmer as we go through the next few days. We get a little bit of a break from the severe weather. All right, kind of cool tonight, not bad. We drop back right around 50 to 51 degrees. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow. We warm into lower 70s by the time we get into the noon hour. And then I think most of us will make it up to about 75, 76 degrees for an afternoon high. All right, tomorrow evening looks good. Tomorrow night looks good. We drop back 49 or 50. So again, a little bit on the chilly side. And then as we go into Friday's shaping up pretty nice. Temperatures a hair cooler, but looks like high temps right around 70 degrees. And then we'll back down again into the 50s on Friday night. So here's your day planner for you Thursday. 53 to start, 73 by noon. I think our high temp, 74, 75 degrees. We're going to have quite a bit of sunshine across the region. All right, so let's go into the weekend. So it's nice to get this little bit of a break. Saturday, we go into the 70s. Saturday is going to be a great day. On Sunday, most of the day is going to be nice, but we will start to get a few showers in here late Sunday. Then bands of showers and thunderstorms again Sunday night into Monday. Now on Monday, especially our southern counties, we could get some strong to severe storms, but we don't have any chance until that rolls around. As we go into Tuesday, we get a break, but then Tuesday night into Wednesday, we get another big batch of showers and thunderstorms, and some of those could be strong to severe. So we do have a lot to watch next week, but again, at least we get a nice break over the next several days. 74 tomorrow, 70 on Friday, 76 on Saturday, 77 on Sunday. Chance for a few showers late Sunday. Thunderstorm chances on Monday, and then Tuesday 79. Let's go 78 on Wednesday, and then 75 on Thursday with some scattered thunderstorms.
I don't know about you, Doug, but I'm ready for a break. All right, thanks. Well, some electric customers in the Joplin area are still dealing with power outages caused by Monday's storm. KOAM's Amber Jenkins spoke to a local restaurant about how the outage affected business.
Liberty Utilities' Facebook page reports that during the height of the storm, more than 17,000 customers did not have power. According to Liberty Utilities' outage map, more than 100 customers are still experiencing outages Wednesday afternoon. A local restaurant in one of the outage areas says their power returned, but not in time to save some ingredients.
The power had returned last night around 7 p.m. So everything seemed to be back on and working. Unfortunately, we had to clean up before we opened and all that. We lost some food and stuff, but things like that happen.
Although the power returned, the restaurant's complimentary Wi-Fi for customers did not work until 17 hours later. The owner says business is getting back to normal thanks to customer support and understanding.
Today, majority of our customers are back, came back and just to support us. They understand how local businesses work, so.
Reporting in Duquesne, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
Now, Zika says this is the first time they've lost power at their Duquesne location since opening in 2015. Coming up, the cost of home ownership.
Homeowner insurance costs are sky high, and they may be dragging down home prices across the country. I'm Jerry Willis in New York. I'll have the details coming up.
TikTok is pushing back against a law that could ban the app in the U.S. TikTok's Chinese parent company ByteDance filed a petition alleging the law is unconstitutional. The company says the law blocks free speech and prevents users from accessing lawful information. The U.S. House of Representatives is passing a one-week extension for a major Federal Aviation Administration bill. The 1,000-plus page FAA reauthorization bill will guide aviation policy for the next 5 years. It includes a plan to fill a shortfall of 3,000 air traffic controllers, prevent planes from colliding on runways, and set policies for airline refunds. Home prices are falling in some parts of the country, but spiking insurance premiums could be the reason why. Fox Business correspondent Jerry Willis explains.
Homeowner insurance costs are spiking so much that they may be contributing to lower home prices in about half the nation's markets. Across the country, the average annual rate increased by 19.8% between 2021 and 2023, and it's not over. Insurify, an online insurance price comparison service, forecasts average national rates will rise another 6% in 2023 to $2,500. One Florida mover also sells home insurance, tells Fox Business that he hasn't seen homeowners insurance costs this high in 27 years of business.
A lot of cash buyers, in some cases, are opting to not insure, which is not smart, obviously, but that is something that people are considering.
Florida homeowners pay the most for home insurance with an annual rate of over $10,000, nearly $11,000. Louisiana is second at $6,300. 6 of the 10 most expensive cities for homeowners insurance are in Florida. Now, some deals are falling apart because buyers can't find insurance they can afford. Home prices countrywide are up marginally, just 0.2% month to month in March. That according to Moody's Analytics. But in 20 states and nearly half of the 403 metropolitan areas tracked by Moody's, prices are actually down. And you guessed it, the markets where prices have declined are in the hurricane and tornado-prone parts of the country where it's most difficult to get that insurance. In New York, Jerry Willis, Fox Business.
Up next, we're going to learn the story of this image of the Milky Way galaxy nicknamed God's Hand. A new telescope image shows what looks like a ghostly hand reaching across the universe toward a defenseless spiral galaxy. It's being nicknamed God's Hand. It's about 1,300 light years away from Earth in our Milky Way galaxy in the constellation Puppis. Now, the dark energy camera mounted on a telescope in Chile captured the stunning image. It shows a rarely seen cosmic phenomenon known as a cometary globule, which is a type of dark nebula. Really cool. 30 more minutes of news, weather, and sports is coming your way. Some small Southwest Missouri school administrators react to Missouri governor's signing of a bill boosting teacher pay and changing school funding. Plus, the U.S. is pausing some shipments of weapons to Israel. We'll have reaction from lawmakers.
You're watching the 4 states' most watched news.
This is KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. I'm Tanya Bach. Missouri's governor has now signed a major education bill into law. Now many teachers, especially those in smaller districts, will see a big jump in pay. But some schools are worried about how they are going to pay for it all. Marina Silva has more from Laclede County.
We did have an effort to try and both prevent the bill from passing and then asked Governor Parson to veto the bill once it has passed. We are just concerned about the fiscal aspects of the bill.
Caitlin Wheely works for the Missouri School Boards Association. She says her organization tried to prevent this bill from being a law, but the governor did end up signing it. So there are some concerns.
It has there's a lot of things coming together this year that particularly I think the School Boards Association and the school districts themselves are wary of, which is there's a lot of funding that schools have been using that came out of the pandemic that is coming to an end.
Teacher pay is a big one. The Clever superintendent says he wishes it would help pay for all teachers.
I think the one concern for me, it only helps our new teachers and not those teachers that have been here 15, 20 plus years, and I'll make sure that I'm helping them out as well. So that's kind of like I think the concern with it, but also making sure that we're going through and being able to help out everyone.
Almost 100 districts sent a letter to the governor's office asking for this not to pass. A lot of them saying because the funding is not guaranteed by the state.
Then districts are going to have to make some really tough decisions when it comes time to make budgets, whether that's cutting services or trying to ask their local voters to approve, in some cases, really, really substantive increases to their local taxes in order to meet this.
Well, moving forward, Wheely says she's been in contact with districts so they can be prepared, as well as making sure next year the School Boards Association is defending districts at the state level. Well, the Vatican has sworn in dozens of new recruits to protect Pope Francis. The soldiers are part of the Swiss Guard, founded back in 1506 by Pope Julius II. It's the smallest, most colorful, and exclusive army in the world. Members must be Swiss men who are Catholics, ages 19 to 30, standing at least 5'8", with impeccable character. Sorry, no short guys. As is the Israel military continues to push into the southern Gaza city of Rafah, where more than 1 million Palestinians are sheltering from the war. The Pentagon confirms it's putting a hold on weapons shipments bound for the Jewish state. The move throws U.S. support for Israel into question, even as President Biden declares it's ironclad. Fox News correspondent Rebecca Castor explains.
Palestinians are fleeing central Rafah by the thousands following evacuation orders from the Israeli military. Many are heading to a humanitarian zone where they're told they'll be safe from the fighting, but resources are depleting.
We do not have even 3 shekels to buy a gallon of water. We want to eat, but we sold food and drink to buy our tent.
The Israeli military's looming ground attack against Hamas's last stronghold goes against urgings from the Biden administration to stand down, prompting the Pentagon to pause a shipment of about 3,500 bombs to Israel, drawing varied reactions from lawmakers.
This is obscene. It is absurd. Give Israel what they need to fight the war they can't afford to lose.
We cannot continue to ship arms to Israel if they are not abiding by basic
humanitarian requirements.
Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin defended the decision during a routine budget hearing Wednesday.
You have to protect the people, the civilians in the battle space. We've not made a final determination on how to proceed with that shipment.
The White House won't comment on the delayed shipment, but just yesterday, President Biden reaffirmed his support for Israel.
And my commitment to the safety of the Jewish people, the security of Israel, and its right to exist as an independent Jewish state is ironclad, even when we disagree.
Delegations from Israel and Hamas continue discussions on a ceasefire and hostage deal, but so far they've yet to reach an agreement. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
A bit later, with scientists sounding the alarm about climate change, farmers are voicing their concerns about how it could impact their livelihoods.
Well, of course, another active day of severe weather across the region. We had the big severe weather outbreak on Monday and then again for us today. Of course, it was scattered, so we didn't get a ton of rain at the Joplin Airport. For the month, we're at 1.75 inches. Still a little bit of a deficit of about 1/2 inch, but this really depends on where you live because some people have had a ton of rain this really past 10 days. Some areas, not that much at all. All right, all these storms rolling out of here, so severe weather dropping to the south and to the east. Look at the rainfall. So we had a segment of about 3 to 5 inches rolling out of Ottawa County right into Newton County. We had another little segment right out of Cherokee County up toward Lamar of 2 to 4 inches. So a lot of areas did pick up some heavy amounts of rain. It gets much calmer as we go through the next few days. We get a little bit of a break from the severe weather. All right, kind of cool tonight, not bad. We drop back right around 50 to 51 degrees. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow. We warm into lower 70s by the time we get into the noon hour. And then I think most of us will make it up to about 75, 76 degrees for an afternoon high. All right, tomorrow evening looks good. Tomorrow night looks good. We drop back 49 or 50. So again, a little bit on the chilly side. And then as we go into Friday's shaping up pretty nice. Temperatures a hair cooler, but looks like high temps right around 70 degrees. And then we'll back down again into the 50s on Friday night. So here's your day planner for you Thursday. 53 to start, 73 by noon. I think our high temp, 74, 75 degrees. We're going to have quite a bit of sunshine across the region. All right, so let's go into the weekend. So it's nice to get this little bit of a break. Saturday, we go into the 70s. Saturday is going to be a great day. On Sunday, most of the day is going to be nice, but we will start to get a few showers in here late Sunday. Then bands of showers and thunderstorms again Sunday night into Monday. Now on Monday, especially our southern counties, we could get some strong to severe storms, but we don't have any chance until that rolls around. As we go into Tuesday, we get a break, but then Tuesday night into Wednesday, we get another big batch of showers and thunderstorms, and some of those could be strong to severe. So we do have a lot to watch next week, but again, at least we get a nice break over the next several days. 74 tomorrow, 70 on Friday, 76 on Saturday, 77 on Sunday. Chance for a few showers late Sunday. Thunderstorm chances on Monday, and then Tuesday 79. Let's go 78 on Wednesday, and then 75 on Thursday with some scattered thunderstorms.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to that break. Hope you are too, Doug. Well, coming up in sports, the Royals tried to end their homestand on a high note. Plus, a national champion archer from Sircoxie makes her college commitment. John Dales has those stories and more up next.
We're getting towards the final days of the 2023-24 academic year for our local high schools. Today, a few more student athletes signed letters of intent to advance their careers to the collegiate level. Sircoxie High School senior Alyssa Willis signs with Missouri Valley College this afternoon. She has a scholarship to continue her archery career there. Willis, who has won state, national, and world championship trophies in her time at Sarcoxy, is excited to have her archery career give her an opportunity like this.
It's felt pretty good because I feel like over the years I haven't noticed much of a payoff other than winning, obviously, but in the grand scheme of things, this is going to make so much more of a difference than anything else I've ever won. So this is going to be a huge change, especially with new coaches and just new faces. It'll be great.
Over in Kansas, a couple hours later at Frontenac High School this afternoon, 2 Raider dancers signed letters of intent to continue their careers at Pittsburgh State. Emma Eckstein and Anne-Marie Martin both will join the PSU dance team next year. The future Gorillas are both excited about this new opportunity.
It's definitely been really exciting leading up to this point. I've danced basically my whole life, so leading up to this, really I have a big dream making the team, and when I did, I was super excited, and today just made it even more real.
I decided I was going to try out a month ago, and I was like, oh, you never know if you're going to make it, but next step is really exciting for me because I'm glad I just get to continue my dance journey and continue working in dance.
Now to junior college softball. NEO begins postseason play at the Region 2 tournament today. Lady Norse lose a close one, 5-4 to Rose State College. Now this is a double elimination tournament, so NEO's season not over quite yet. Lady Norse are down to their last life though. They play again tomorrow night, 6:30. Over in Major League Baseball, the Royals finished their homestand against the Brewers tonight, trying to get the series win in what will be their last home game for the next 9 days. 5th inning is where we pick it up. Royals lead 2-1. Kyle Isbell grounds it down the line to first. Gary Sanchez makes the diving stop, gets to the bag first, and that's the out as well. Nice heads-up play from Sanchez, keeps the Royals from adding to their lead. 7th inning, KC up 3-1. Sanchez at the plate. He sends this pitch deep the other way and gone for a solo homer. That's his 5th of the year. Brewers within 1 run. 3 batters later, same score. Bryce Terang goes the other way. MJ Melendez comes up firing, and he throws out the runner at the plate. Great throw by Melendez to get done. Nick Anderson fired up as well. Royals still lead 3-2. Now to the 8th inning. It's the same score. Bobby Witt Jr. comes to the plate, and he crushes this pitch to deep left center field and gone. That's his 5th home run of the year. How about this? Check it out. The Brewers fan is the one who makes the catch. He's not happy about it. Witt Jr. goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. Royals win it 6-4. That's a look at sports. Back with more news after this.
As we advance deeper into the spring planting season, the erratic weather is triggering concerns among farmers. Fox News' Chris DeMeo takes a closer look at how the weather could impact the produce aisle.
While science class taught us that plants need H2O to grow, there can definitely be a thing as too much water.
You're just looking for that sweet spot, and it's getting more erratic.
As human-caused climate change continues driving up global temperatures, scientists say it's increasing moisture levels in the atmosphere, setting the stage for harsher and wetter storms. It's creating anxiety for farmers, especially across the Midwest, which has seen a 5 to 15% increase in spring rainfall throughout the past 3 decades, according to federal data.
We're really focused on our soil health and adding more organic matter to the soil, and that makes the soil more resilient to excessive water.
Too many days of intense rain at the start of the planting season can make fields too soggy, preventing farmers from working their land under tight deadlines.
You get a bunch of rain up front that delays planting, which that leads to, can lead to possibility of yield loss because you're just lacking sunlight, you're just lacking growing days.
While delays in planting can set back harvests, even if the crops make it into the ground, they can be killed or damaged if the fields wind up flooding.
As the season goes on, I'm going to have to scrap a few things. We're going to have to take things out, but that diversity gives us resiliency.
Some farmers warn produce variety and quality could be impacted in the future if conditions persist. Chris DeMeo, Fox News.
Well, coming up with the latest installment of the Planet of the Apes franchise hitting theaters this week, we're going to learn what's next. A giant franchise continues on the big screen this week with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Fox spoke with the cast and the director of the new film to discuss this long-running series, the new installment, and where the movies could go next. Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin.
The new adventure, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, follows a young ape on a journey to save his family. Along the way, he learns about humans and apes making decisions which can change their future.
The elders did not tell us everything.
The cast shared why they feel this franchise has remained popular.
When you watch these movies, you understand how we're all just one. There's a great lesson that you learn when watching these films. If you choose to look under the surface, otherwise you could just go and see this great, spectacular film and have some popcorn.
The progression of the beginning, and then the progression, and then the decay and the fall, and then the rise again. And I feel like where this takes us next is very, very interesting.
I have a name. May. They're immersed in the series now.
I'd seen the trilogy quite recently. I didn't go back and rewatch the originals. I want to know what the character knows.
Do you remember I read the book? It's very interesting. They've got like cigars and things.
It's very
bizarre.
French.
Like I want to see you with a cigar.
Director Wes Ball adds it's been exciting to build on the legacy.
This time, the setting's slightly different. The look and feel is a bit different, but all in the kind of the effort to bring us closer to that '68 original that's on the horizon.
Where do you feel the next chapter lies? Where would you want to see this franchise go?
Spoiler land. We just really hope that audiences connect with these characters, these new set of characters, and are involved with the story. If they are, we've got plans. We kind of have an idea where we want to go.
Together, strong.
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
And that's our time for tonight. Thanks for joining us. We're going to leave you with video of lion cubs at the London Zoo. So sweet. Have a great night and an even better tomorrow.